If you like horses, you've come to the right place. Hi, I'm Amber. I'm a middle school music teacher and I'm vlogging every day until the end of my summer break. We're here on my husband's family's horse farm. We're a horse boarding stable and I have 5 horses myself. Well, between my husband and I compete, and you know what? I am a late arrival to the horse world. I didn't get my first horse until I was 34. I'm now 43. So if you like horses, you're interested in getting into them, and maybe you're a little bit later in life, midlife, you've come to the right place. Come on, it's evening feeding time. Let's go. If you've joined me since the beginning of this journey, you know that I usually do the morning farm chores. But what can I say? The way my brain works, I like novelty, so I figured we'd change it up a little bit, and you get to see me feeding in the evening instead. We do have morning barn help that comes in and helps us with the cleaning of the stalls, and she usually feeds whenever she first gets in the barn, so that's why you don't see me feeding the first thing in the morning. But evening feeding, there's pretty much no escaping that. So while I'm changing what I normally film here for my vlog, the one thing that I do not change is how I feed the horses. This is pretty much a routine that I do not vary from at all. With the way my brain works, I have very little working memory, meaning I have a hard time keeping track of what it is that I'm actually doing on a short term. Yes, I can sing TV show theme songs from the time that I was 3, but I can't remember if I turned the water off 5 minutes ago. Because of that, I feed the same horses in the same pattern pretty much all the time. Unless my husband Grant can't be here, because then that means I gotta feed both sides of the barn. But other than that, we just split the workload in half. So he's on the other side taking care of those stalls, and I'm taking care of the stalls on this side. All this routine is really nice because it keeps my nervous system calm. I don't go into overload, I don't panic about anything. I only have a select few things that I need to focus on and make sure that it gets done correctly. So that definitely works out. The horses are a lot like me. They also depend on predictability and consistency. Horses, being prey animals, are typically on high alert all the time anyways, so it's nice for them to actually be able to let their guard down for a little bit, knowing that everything's normal and everything's going to be taken care of. That's what keeps them mentally healthy. So consistency works for both me and the horses. And the horses know that too, even to the order of how they come in. I mean, I'm not going out there and just randomly grabbing a horse. They come down in according to herd order. Whoever the highest horse is in the herd comes out of the gate first. Sometimes there's a little bit of fighting for who goes next, but it's pretty much established and it's the same order every day. So do I sometimes get bored with a routine? Sometimes, a little bit. But, I mean, the view isn't the same every day, and that changes. The weather definitely isn't the same, and there are all kinds of little tasks in there that do need to be done from day to day that don't happen every day. Like, I had to bring up this sack of feed because we were out. There's always days that those surprises are going to happen too. I mean, there's definitely been times where I've taken the quad up and got stuck or ran out of gas. Gee, I wonder how that happened. It wasn't because I didn't check the gas tank or anything. Remember what I said about that poor working memory? Yeah, sometimes that gets me. So even once I get the hay out here, the order that Grant releases the horses back into the field is still the same order every day. And because of that, I can pretty much tell you who's going to stop at the trough, who's going to take the long way up the hill, and who's going to come bolting directly at the hay. But knowing what the horses are going to do is serve so much more than just my own stable idea of predictability. It tells me if the horses are feeling okay, if somebody has something going on. If I see a horse come out of the barn and comes up and it immediately rolls, and then rolls again soon after that, I'm probably going to stop and observe a little bit longer because that may be a case of colic. Or if I notice that a horse that's typically feisty isn't as feisty, and I observe that over a couple of days, that may lead me to believe that there could be a case of Lyme's going on, or something else. I think that something that people neglect to do with horses in general is just silently observe them. Keep your life consistent, keep their life consistent, and then when you see changes on their part, not yours, then it gives you kind of a reason to question it. And there are so many things that can be avoided if they're caught early enough. But many times when it comes to ailments in horses, they kind of go just unobserved. Or at least unobserved for a short period of time. And by the time you finally notice it, it's a bigger problem than what it originally would have been. It's actually quite amazing all the information that horses can convey to you from a distance even. Just standing and watching herd behavior, you learn so much. And really, you don't have to sit there all day and watch them. Just a simple observation of 10 to 15 minutes can tell you a lot of what you need to know. But like I mentioned before, you're not going to notice any of these things or be able to observe any of these things if you're constantly changing up how you do things as well. If you're trying new tack on your horse, cool. If you want to try a different shoe setup on your horse, all right. Maybe you want to try a different supplement. That's cool too. But you can't make a change to a horse one week and feel that if it didn't work by the next week that you needed to pull it off or change it again. That's not going to show anything. Very seldomly do horses ever show instant response to a change in care that they've made. A lot of times it's stretched out over a period of time. And sometimes that can be scary because if the care isn't that good, it takes a long time for the negatives to show up. But when you go to a good facility, it also takes a long time for the good things to show up too.
You smell like chlorine and mud.
Come on, let's go. That's pretty much it for evening chores for the day. So I'm gonna go home, shower up, go meet some friends for some wings. All about that. I'll catch you tomorrow. Have fun.